Ever wonder how to become a CRA? Well, this is a must-watch video for you. Hi guys, it's David. In today's episode, I'll be talking about how to become a clinical research associate with few or no experience. I decided to do this video because I have several requests in the past weeks where people are asking me how did I become or how I reached the position where I am today. So I decided to resume and give examples from my personal path, which was a little bit extreme, but it's good to know. So I was 19 years old when I first decided to move to Bulgaria, and I found a position with my native language, which was Slovak. This was the position of a help desk technician, and I was supporting the EDC systems. Back then I had no idea what was EDC, but very short after I've learned what it is, and I got to know the first roles and responsibilities of principal investigator, study coordinator, CRA, and the data manager. This was a very good basic for learning how the whole electronic data capture is working and how the data are being processed. After 1 year, I believed that I could grow, and I decided to contact IQVIA, back then it was Quintiles, for whom in the meantime the help desk where I was working started performing something totally new back in 2010, and that was remote monitoring. Yes, I was part of the Quintiles' first remote monitoring activities, and it was something really amazing because we started communicating and we were doing the central monitoring that is known today back in 2010 for the sites in Czech Republic and Slovakia. So this was really great experience, and having this in mind that I got the experience as a help desk technician and I started doing the remote monitoring activities, I really believed I could go a little bit higher in the positioning. So I decided to contact Quintiles and I asked for the possibility to become part of their team and not to work for them as a vendor, which back then didn't work out well. So I decided to search on LinkedIn for more positions, and I found a very interesting position called Site ID Specialist. Back then I had again no idea what was Site ID Specialist, and this was positioned in Milan, and the job offer was published by INC Research, today's Syneos Health. So again I was very courageous and optimistic about it, and I sent out my application. Luckily, I got accepted thanks to my ability of speaking several languages, which is always plus, and I started as a Site ID specialist. This was one of the most important positions I have attended during my career because I got to learn how the process of site selection and the process of feasibility is working. I was responsible mainly for collection and sending out the confidentiality agreements, the CDAs, and also the collection and delivery of the feasibility questionnaires. And back then I realized how crucial is the process of properly selecting countries and sites for your clinical trial, which many times people don't pay such big attention to this crucial moment. So I was doing this for around 2 years, and then again I performed quite well and got noticed by the higher management. They came back to me and they told me again the same old story. Listen, we are going to do some very special thing. We are going to do an in-house CRA role. Do you want to be part of it? And since I had already an experience from Quintiles, from the remote monitoring, I accepted this with both thumbs up, and I said like, yes, let's do this. So it was really good because I had some previous experience and I got the opportunity to grow the team and to get some nice basics to the new unit that was back then growing in INC Research, which was the remote CRA. So again, we started with supporting the sites remotely, controlling the data, clarifying queries, supporting sites with some pending lab samples, deliveries, etc. It was great. I loved that job because I was connected with my sites despite the distance of 1,000 kilometers. So when I became in-house CRA, I was doing this position again in Italy, and then thanks to the INC research, I was able to transfer back to Bulgaria. And I continued doing these in-house CRA activities in Bulgaria. I also had chance, thanks to my amazing colleagues, and one of them is called Slavo, which I say hello to you, Slavo. Thanks to him, I had the chance, because he wanted me to be present at the site. So I attended several on-site monitoring visits, and this is super crucial. Back then, this practice of in-house CRA attending on-site monitoring visits were not part of the curriculum of the training of the personnel. So I had to fund all those travelings to Czech Republic by myself from Bulgaria, which for me was no problem because I was super enthusiastic about seeing the on-site job and the work the investigators are performing. So this was great, and at that moment I really realized I want to become a CRA. And then the magic happened, and again thanks to another great colleague in INC research who asked me, you know what, you are the in-house CRA, aren't you? And I said like, yeah, okay, do you want to become a CRA? And I was like, of course, it's my dream. So thanks to Zlati, and that's his name, I became a CRA. I started as CRA1, again in INC research, and I grew in the environment through CRA2 and CRA3, which was back then senior CRA position, and we were getting the experience on site. Again, thanks to the fact that I was speaking several languages, and this was one of the really big benefits. I had the chance to attend monitoring visits in Czech Republic, Slovakia, Bulgaria, Hungary, UK, Ireland and Germany, and it was really great. So that was from 2015 until 2018, when I grew within the structure of INC research, and I really believe it is great. If you want to start as a CRA, or if you want to get really hard and high quality training as a clinical professional, you have to go through the corporate structure. It's crucial because there you get to learn all the procedures regarding how to conduct properly a clinical trial. Well, and just to finish my story, in 2018 I was approached by a local CRO here in Bulgaria. The financial director has noticed me through a colleague, and he said like, listen, I see your potential, how about you come and take care of our site management organization? And I was like, hell yeah, I want to do it. That's like another step in the career growth. So I started as a manager for the site management organization, and I was responsible for somewhere between 15 to 17 countries in the European region, which was great because I had the experience from the CRA's perspective. I know what are the requirements from the corporate part and from the part of the CRO. But this was another great opportunity because I have started to expanding my experience in terms of the site management and what are the site demands. And yeah, after 2019, when our contract has expired, I decided to go on my own path. I've started doing the consulting activities, and by today's date, I have developed several operating units in Turkey, in Bulgaria, in Macedonia, and we started conducting actually our own clinical trials for our own sponsors. So to summarize, as you can see, the path and the potential is really huge. If you want to become a CRA, the best option to do is to start on lower levels of the hierarchy. So don't aim directly to become a CRA, because if you are sales representative, if you are pharmacist, you might have some better chances to get on the CRA position faster. But it is very crucial to have some basics. If you don't have experience in clinical research, then you should definitely go to the lower ranked positions, such as data analyst. You can do project assistant, you can do regulatory support, yes? So these are really crucial, these are the key aspects. And once after you have gained some experience in these areas, then you are able to grow faster and aim for the clinical research associate position. Also, I have noticed from my previous colleagues, from my ex-colleagues, some of them, they started as a project assistant and then they got promoted directly to project management, which was great for them. Also, there were project assistants who became CRAs, or startup specialists who became afterwards CRAs. So it is crucial for you to think about it and to understand what you want to gain and how you want to grow in the area of clinical research. Do you want to start in smaller CROs, which is easier to get the role there, but then the time to grow is a little bit longer, whereas if you manage to join a CRO that is on a global multinational level, you will be able to faster reach the higher positioning, which is good, and you have chances for long-term career in a global CROs. But there you have to be aware that it is really huge corporate and bureaucratic world. I would say it's a little bit boring. If you are searching for change, if you want to be really proactive, then the big CRO corporation is not the best place for you. So again, everyone has their own preferences, and I gave you just the basics on how you can gain the career of a CRA without experience or with very low experience. Again, I did this because there were many people asking me how to become. And one of the things I wanted also to mention during this video is Virus Academy. My company, Rosenbaum Group, is working with Virus Academy, and our HR consultant is working with Virus Academy. They are creating online courses for clinical research associates and project managers. And honestly and frankly speaking, if I would knew about something like VRS Academy, I could grow to the CRA position with at least 1 to 2 years faster than I had to work for it in my previous career. So yeah, go and check it out, VRS Academy. And if you have any other questions, just do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to support you.